to another action-packed hour of international wrestling. I'm Mike Mittman, and with me, one of the greatest champions to ever grace the ring, Bruno Sammartino. And Bruno, this week we'll be taking a look at Ron Shaw in action.
Well, you know, I must say about Ron Shaw and talking to him and everything, I like his attitude. He was unhappy with his tactics that he felt he was forced to use with his Schroeder and his teacher Kowalski. He feels much better about himself. He's got a lot of confidence, and I, for one, congratulate him to have the courage to admit the wrong that he had done in the past and that he's willing to go according to the rules now. And I think it takes a lot of courage for a guy to admit his wrongs and make a clean sweep.
And we'll also take a look at a young superstar of wrestling, and I know you know a lot about this young man, Bruno Sammartino Jr.
Well, you know, Mike, I am proud of him because I'll tell you what, I've always loved people who are dedicated to whatever they do. And I must say about Junior that he truly is dedicated. He wants to make it. He wants to make it big. And I'll tell you, he trains with the same intensity that I ever did. And he eats, he sleeps, he thinks wrestling 24 hours a day. And when somebody has got it in his heart, that much to become the best he possibly can, I'd say that there's nothing that's going to stop him. And Junior, I must, give credit where credit is due. He's really given 100% toward, his career as a professional wrestler.
And this week we'll also see in action Rocky Jones, Gentleman Jerry Luscious, Johnny the Valiant Brothers, and many, many more. We'll be right back to begin all the action right after this message. To international wrestling. These matches are sanctioned by the State Athletic Commission, the Honorable James Bin Commissioner, the Chief Deputy in Charge, Mr. Peter Lash. Your timekeeper at the bell, Dave Moses. Your doctor in attendance at ringside, Dr. Lawrence Bender. Your referees for this hour of wrestling, Ken Jugan and Fred Sparta. The opening contest from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 275 pounds, Ron Shaw. And his opponent from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 235 pounds, Ed Bonzo. One fall with a 10-minute time limit. Well, Bruno, to open up things this week, Ron Shaw taking on Ed Bonzo, and of course we talked a little bit in the opening about the change of attitude on the part of Ron Shaw.
Well, I really like what he has said. I've spoken to him several times now, and he really feels good because, as he said years ago, as we've talked so many times, this is a man who lacks confidence. There's a beautiful takedown. Right now we saw Shaw get behind Bonzo, scoop him up and take him down for... Bonzo's trying to sit out, but Shaw is not allowing him and still on top of him. But anyway, the point is that he feels much better about himself. Because when he didn't have no confidence, he did gain a lot of confidence by training with people like Kowalski, teaming up with Schroeder, but he felt unhappy because pressure from family, friends, and so forth, and he also had the confidence that he believed that he could go in that ring and win a match fair and square. And now that it's happened, even though he's very bitter towards Schroeder, but he really welcomes the opportunity to go into that ring and to show the whole world that Ron Shaw is in fact a very clever wrestler, a scientific wrestler, and he can be successful. And I take my hat off to the man for, as we said earlier, for admitting to all his wrongs and to admit to it and not to go into that ring and prove that he is a quality wrestler.
And there's Ron Shaw getting the better of Ed Bonzo at the moment. And Shaw keeping a hold of those knees, putting them to the canvas and working on actually a reverse chin lock to the face of Ed Bonzo.
Well, he's got a reverse chin lock, but this whole night he's got this double toe hold over there. That puts a lot of pressure, not only on the knee, but when you hit him by the chin lock, he's putting a lot of pressure on the small of the back, besides the neck of Bonzo. So very punishing.
And a beautiful flip we just saw a moment ago, Bruno, by Ron Shaw. And as we've mentioned time and time again, giving credit where credit is due, Ron Shaw, for a big man weighing about 275 pounds, standing roughly, I guess, about 6'7", he's very quick, very agile, and we've seen this constantly in his matches.
No question about it. For a tall guy, he's very cool. He's well coordinated. He's got good speed. He's got good stamina. And as I said, he's got a lot of clever moves, which is he does them with real good speed, very good timing, and that's good to see because a lot of big guys, really tall guys, usually aren't all that as well coordinated as a smaller man. But Shaw has shown all these qualities.
And we saw a hammerlock by Ron Shaw, and he turned that into a takedown. And again, going into that toe hold. And Bonzo struggling at the moment, trying to work his way out. He is in center ring, nowhere near at the moment the rings where he can force into an automatic break. And referee Ken Jugan taking a look at the situation. And there is Ron Shaw now applying the pressure to that toe hold. And there is Bonzo now with an eye gouge. And that was certainly one way to get out of that hole.
Well, I think that he had no other way of getting out, so he found a cheap way and a sure way of getting out. And now, of course, he's following through. And that, no matter how big you are, how strong you are, when somebody rakes you across the eyes like that, you're gonna be hurt, because as the old saying goes, your eyes don't have muscles.
Exactly. For anybody that's ever been hit with anything in the eyes, I know the eyes are the most sensitive part of the human body. And there is Ed Bonzo now raking the throat of Ronnie Shaw against the top rope. Shaw out of it now. Bonzo grabbing hold of the left arm and into the rope, into the turnbuckle, smashes Shaw. Shaw moving out. Bonzo coming in and hitting the head on the metal ring post. And I'd say that shook up Bonzo just a little bit.
Yes, it did, but he's very lucky. He didn't hit it all that solid. He caught it sideways. There's a big slam by Shaw. Had he gone straight ahead on that steel post, now that's amazing. Here's a guy, 6'7", so throwing a beautiful drop kick. And, well, I think you're going to see this double roll here. No, I thought there might have been a pin, but he got out. But I was about to say, Mike, if Bonzo had hit the steel post solid, he would have cracked his skull in half. But he's lucky got it with a glancing blow.
He was very fortunate indeed that time. He's coming back.
Yeah, he was lucky to escape this small package that Shaw had him in, because usually you don't get out of that thing.
Off the ropes, and Bonzo was waiting for him and flips him over the back. And now there comes Bonzo with the knee to the small of the neck. And again, using that elbow. Ron Shaw coming back with the right hand. And a chop to the midsection of Ed Bonzo. And a reversal there by Bonzo. And a beautiful maneuver by Ron Shaw, flipping
That was a sunset flip, and he executed very, very well, and there was no way that Bonzo was going to get out. There was a beautiful sunset flip, Mike.
And I think, Bruno, we can take a look at that sunset flip or monkey flip. There you can see Shaw off the ropes.
See, Bonzo telegraphed that backdrop. He wanted a backdrop Shaw, but he telegraphed it, and Shaw just did a beautiful sunset flip, took him over and pinned him.
Right now, let's go up for the official time. And there it was, the winner in 5 minutes and 50 seconds, Ron Shaw. We'll be right back right after this message. 200.